Which one single game has had the biggest impact in the history of the internet? Minecraft? Fortnite? Roblox? Well, if you said any of those, then you might be right, to be honest, but what if I proposed Amnesia: The Dark Descent? And it's not because of the reasons you might be thinking. Hear me out first. You probably know the kind of big-time YouTuber Felix Schellberg, aka more commonly known as Pewdiepie.
You're trying to dethrone me from spot on #1.
And his relationship with the game Amnesia. But something huge happened much later down the line of PewDiePie's career. Something that changed the internet forever. Now, it's no secret if you're over the age of 20 that Amnesia was the first game that really gave Pewd center stage. His first video was in 2010 and was privated until a few years ago. The success that came from that game for Felix was actually from its custom stories. His energetic and over-the-top persona is what stood out to the viewers.
Oh, fuck his ass!
This was extremely rare for Let's Plays at the time. Felix basically created a whole new genre in itself here. We have people like iShowSpeed now who box at people for attention, but back then it was shouting at barrels, believe it or not.
What barrels? You little fucking what you are!
And people, myself included, loved it. PewDiePie was on the way up and he was gaining momentum fast. With the help of some other games like Slenderman and Happy Wheels, YouTube had really found its new phenomenon. YouTubers like Smosh, Rayway Johnson and Ryan Heger had a new competitor on the block now, and he was here to stay. But the Golden Boy status wouldn't last forever. PewDiePie had been sitting on YouTuber's most sub throne since 2013, and change was coming. Just like any teenager, PewDiePie had entered his rebel phase. If you're old enough to remember the My New Car video, which came out in 2016, which was a gem, then you'll know it sadly got taken down due to it having a KSI song being blasted out in it when he was riding through Brighton showing off his new ride. The video is still on the internet if you want to find it. This felt like the start of a new era PewDiePie. He was gaming less and less and doing more videos that he wanted to do. He switched out the more over-the-top persona to one which kind of fit more into the Filthy Frank or the iDubbbz category, and he was looking honestly much happier with this new carefree attitude. To me, this really felt like the peak of PewDiePie. But like all good things, this was not to last. The Amnesia domino effect was in full swing here as PewDiePie had started to make a few bad decisions, like any human does. Unfortunately, his was on camera for us all to see. The infamous video of PewDiePie paying the two people on the website Fiverr to hold a sign that preached some anti-Semitism was the first step in changing the internet forever. Disney had decided to part ways with PewDiePie, in which he had a co-ownership in the network Revel Mode, which made videos, mobile apps and merchandise. He also had his second season of Scare PewDiePie cancelled, which left viewers really upset about it because they really enjoyed the first season. This was the birth point to what people would now call the Adpocolypse, where companies were pulling the plug on ads on edgy videos that might have contained anything deemed not family friendly, because ultimately they didn't want to be seen as promoting these kinds of messages or jokes. And jokes is definitely what they were, but the situation itself was no joke. Content creators were drastically changing their content just to try and fit the criteria to allow ads on their videos. You yourself might have noticed your favorite content creators changing what they were doing, and you might have been unhappy about it, and unfortunately PewDiePie was at the helm of this disaster. Now luckily this apocalypse did come to an end, but there was another 3 more after it from various other creators for different reasons. But this all started because the most sub-channel PewDiePie made a little oopsie in a video which triggered a huge chain of events for YouTube. So if we really want to get technical, we can blame Amnesia for this. It was the first small domino piece that led to the bigger pieces falling. 2018 felt like the almost depressive state of YouTube. It really did seem like an all-time low, with content creators becoming more and more agitated with YouTube's lack of communication and help around this time, as everything was just happening so fast and just sudden. for everyone on the platform. Ask anyone around for the 2010 to 2015 golden era, if you like, of YouTube. They'd tell you this platform was no longer the same as well. We literally watched with our own eyes the fall of YouTube. Now, apart from Google.com, YouTube.com is the most searched thing online, hence why I think Amnesia has to be up there for one of the biggest, if not the biggest domino effect online we've ever seen. You can make good cases for other games, of course, but this had one of the biggest negative impacts for so many people, content creators and viewers. That one game could be linked back to so many smaller channels leaving YouTube, which is insane to think about. So many channels that might have become something huge today that didn't think they could make it through YouTube at the time because their only income to pay bills was stopped because of this. But there's no reason to point fingers at PewDiePie. I don't want this to seem like it's an attack on him, because he's actually honestly one of my favorite YouTubers, and he seems to be living his best life now in Japan with his wife and kid, so props to him. As for Amnesia, that franchise made a comeback in 2023 with the bunker which was received quite well by the public, so it all ended quite well for this unlikely duo in the end. If you made it here, thanks for watching, consider subscribing, and if you did enjoy the video, please hit the like button. It would help this channel and how I want to shape it in the future, so I'd appreciate that. So yeah, thanks for watching.